Tell you what, let's just go through the main event for a second. Keith Thurman returning from a near 23-month layoff. It was against seasoned veteran Josesito Lopez. Riverside Rocky gave the champ all he could handle in this one.
Ooh.
As you say, potentially more than he thought he would get. Will tonight have felt like a very long night for Keith Thurman?
I believe so, yes. I mean, he's going to be sore. He's going to be he needs to soak a lot. I mean, he's going to be a hard time sleeping tonight because his body is really beat up.
Definitely. He was really hurt in the 7th. And I think after the 7th round, he was really digging deep the rest of the fight. It wasn't an easy fight for him.
How close do you think he was tonight to the best Keith Thurman that we have ever seen, percentage-wise? Where would you put him?
I don't know, percentage-wise. I don't think he was at the best, obviously, because the 2-year layoff, as I said at the beginning of the show. You cannot be the same fighter after being laid off 2 years. Fighters must fight. So after this fight now, he's going to be sharper, and he'll look better. I'm assuming he'll look better his next fight.
Danny, you said it's like riding a bike. Once you know how to do it, you get right back into it. Should he have looked better tonight?
I mean, he did good until he got hurt. You know, I expected him to start that way and finish him around the 7th, 8th round, but it was the complete opposite of what I thought. Like I said before, Josesito Lopez has always been the underdog. He has that grit, and he fights to the end, and he showed it tonight that he was up for it.
He said that that's still part of his game plan and still part of his weaponry, the grit. But he also said that he's a smarter fighter now that he's working with Robert Garcia. Was that evident tonight?
I think it was. You know, Robert's a very good trainer. Josesito was doing a lot of good stuff, a lot of good things in there. He was digging that left hook, banging that elbow. That's, you know, and showed. I mean, after he got dropped, he became a much better fighter, more focused, kept his hands up. I would like to have seen him cut off the ring. He was doing a little too much ring around the Rosie. He was following Thurman too much. I'd have liked to see him cut off the ring and keep digging to the body. Once you touch the body, then go on top. He was throwing too many headshots and missing too many.
Especially in the 7th, he came so close, didn't he? He really had Keith Thurman in trouble. Yeah. Where did you think he fell short tonight?
I thought, you know, no, you can't take away from Thurman. Thurman was in great shape. You know, to take a beating like that in one round and don't go down, that proves that you were in great shape. And but Josesito came to fight, and that's what he does, the Riverside Rocky.
He looked good, didn't he? Let's take a look at how this one played out round by round for a minute. Jump straight into the second one. Big left hook here from Thurman, drops Lopez. Danny.
Right there, Josesito's reaching. Thurman stepped back, hit him with a counter left hook, and put him down.
Okay, in the 6th, Lopez catching Thurman. Ray?
Well, look, yeah. I mean, Lopez keeps throwing back. He's throwing punches from weird angles, and Thurman got caught. Thurman got caught. And, you know, I loved it. I loved it, man. It was good, man. He pushed him back. You know, he's throwing punches from weird angles, punches in bunches. I mean, that's what you want to see.
It made an enjoyable fight, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yes, very much so.
Were you surprised by the trouble that Keith Thurman found himself in?
Yeah, I was surprised because I didn't think...
You've sparred with Lopez,
Yeah,
right?
I sparred Josesito. He's a valiant puncher, but he's not a big puncher. So, I was a little surprised when he hurt Thurman right there. He has Thurman on the ropes, ripping Thurman with left hooks. Thurman right there just running for his life. Right there, stepping back, snapping his head back. Josesito put on the pressure. And if he was able to do this, you know, in more rounds, then, hey, he might have won the fight.
But Keith Thurman showed he has a good chin, you know, because even though he was tired, he was hurt, he stood up. He didn't go down.
That's when the ring rust really started to appear.
That's right.
When he started getting hit. He usually doesn't get hit with punches like that. Anytime you start getting hit with punches you never get hit with, it's because you haven't been in the ring for a long time.
That 7th one, a brutal round for Keith Thurman. The 9th round now, great back and forth by both boxers in this one, Ray.
Yeah, I mean, it was great action right here. And Josesito showed his grit by taking punches and coming right back and forcing the action. And like I said, this was an entertaining fight, and it was a perfect fight for Keith Thurman to come back on. Again, no loser tonight. Both guys won. Mm-hmm. You know, Thurman won the fight, Josesito won a whole new crowd of fans.
Robert Garcia telling him before he came out for the 12th round that he did have a shot still. Lopez likely down on the scorecards here, though. He knew he had to give everything in this final round, Danny.
Yeah, definitely. He was just trying to go for broke, win the last round big. I think both fighters were digging deep at this point of the fight, so I doubt there was going to be a knockout. But respect to Lopez, he took a lot of big punches through this fight and finished strong. He was in better condition. It looked like more than Thurman when the final bell rang.
What did you make of the decision at the final bell, or one judge ruling it a draw?
I don't know. I thought it was a unanimous decision. I thought Keith Thurman won the fight clearly. close, but clear. Some guys had too many rounds, you know, a lot of rounds, but close rounds, but Keith Thurman surely won the rounds. But let me just say this, also that Keith, I believe that of the three of us, I was the only one who said to go to distance. I think I was.
No, nobody asked me my opinion. I would have said the same thing, Ray.
I thought I would.
No, I said under 7.
You did?
Yeah. It almost went the wrong way in the 7.
Thank you for watching. Well, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you click somewhere around here and subscribe. From fight highlights to exclusive interviews, we have got everything you need as a boxing fan right here on PBC on Fox.